Humans are deeply emotional creatures. How we communicate and how others communicate with us has a profound effect on our emotions. Research consistently shows that harsh or negative messages provoke feelings of anger, defensiveness, or hurt. On the flip side, messages delivered with kindness can foster empathy, gratitude, and trust. Yet many people believe that blunt, no-nonsense communication is the hallmark of assertiveness and strength. The logic seems sound. Be direct, don't sugarcoat, and others will appreciate the clarity. In some cultures, this type of straightforwardness is normalized. But often, this approach alienates, offends, or provokes others, creating more barriers than bridges. The truth is, delivering a message with kindness is a skill, a complex one that takes time and practice to develop. If you've ever witnessed or been part of an interaction where words were spoken sharply, you've likely seen how quickly things escalate. Harsh words are rarely the product of careful thought. Instead, they often reflect the speaker's emotional turmoil, stress, or insecurity. When emotions are running high, communication becomes even trickier. Strong feelings, whether frustration, anger, or fear, cloud our judgment. That's why it's so important to pause before speaking. Give yourself the time to reflect, to let the emotional storm subside, and then decide how best to convey your thoughts. This is true whether you're addressing a colleague, manager, friend, or partner. One thing is clear. No one, regardless of their status or role, has the right to speak to others in a demeaning way. It doesn't matter if you're paying their salary, supporting them, or feeling wronged yourself. The way you communicate reflects your character, not theirs. Speaking down to someone often reveals an underlying insecurity or fear. Fear of being judged, misunderstood, or blamed. Take a moment to consider. Are you lashing out because you feel cornered? Are you worried about the consequences of someone else's actions? These emotions are natural, but they're not an excuse for poor communication. Instead, use them as a chance to grow. Recognize what's driving your reaction and address it before speaking. Communication isn't just about getting your message across. It's about nurturing relationships. Healthy communication is a cornerstone of healthy relationships, both personal and professional. And while it's a skill we can all work on, it's also a daily challenge. Miscommunication happens to everyone, but when you approach others with empathy and respect, you'll find that even difficult conversations can lead to understanding and growth. If you've ever been on the receiving end of harsh words, you know how dehumanizing it can feel. Society expects politeness and kindness, and when someone violates those norms, it can leave you feeling small and isolated. But here's the key. Their words reflect their state of mind, not your worth. It's also tempting to let one negative interaction shape your opinion of someone. The halo effect, the tendency to let one attribute influence your entire impression of a person, can lead us to dismiss people who may simply be having a bad day. This doesn't mean you owe them forgiveness or understand but it does mean you don't have to carry their negativity with you. Good communication is a superpower. It's the ability to convey even the hardest truths in a way that others can accept. It's not about avoiding the message, but about mastering the delivery. When you treat people with respect, you not only strengthen your relationships, but also increase your chances of being heard. Kindness isn't weakness. It's a sign of emotional strength and confidence. Communicating with finesse isn't about suppressing your opinions or sugarcoating reality. It's about striking the balance between honesty and empathy. When you learn to deliver your words with care, you'll find that the world listens. So, speak with respect, act with intention, and let the strength of your words shape the life you want to build.